So it's been rainy and crappy for 3 days. Have not seen the sun in 3 days. It's been like that, like it is everywhere when that happens. But I wanted to show you my little generator um, that I use for the house. Right now I'm running off of that 48 volt inverter that's hooked to this bus bar, and then those two leads right there go outside to a 48 volt battery, and then this is also a 48 volt battery. So if the one outside went dead, then I could grab this lead right here, which is the negative for the pack. The positive is already hooked up to the positive on the bus, but all I have to do is hook that up to there, and now I'd be running off of this battery instead. But I wanted to simulate a power outage to show you what I do and how I start my generator. Okay. Oh no, the power went out because I wanted to charge these batteries or whatever, or use another pack. So I come over here and I turn the breaker off, go into the house, and then this is my generator right here. It's a 4-stroke and it runs on water and sun, and it's got electric start. So there, that's fired up and running. And then I turn the breaker onto the house, and the house is running now. And it runs off of water and a little bit of lead and acid. But yeah, the power from the lead and the acid comes out these two leads and goes to the bus bar. This bus bar is split here. This one is a 48 volt. And then everything from the split over here is 12 volt. So I can hook multiple 12 volt battery banks up to that bus bar. This is a little charger, a little charge controller that's got its own solar going to it to charge these batteries. And then the charge controllers charge this 48 and the other 48 outside. And in the event that there's no sun and I wanted to charge these, I can turn this breaker off, turn this inverter off for just a second. Then what I would do is turn this inverter on over here, and then that's now running the house. I think I turned that light off. No, I didn't. Whatever. Oh, the breaker's off. Yeah, so at any rate, that breaker's off from this inverter going to the house, and then I'd turn this one back on. And this inverter is hooked up to grid power right there. So if I turn this inverter on, it's now charging. See, 12, 9, 13, 13, 4. Oop, focus. But yeah, it's now charging that battery bank. So if I wanted to charge them that way, or they can get sun from this, but you know, these two can charge this pack and the pack outside and run this inverter to make power for that inverter, so this inverter can charge those batteries, and then these batteries can also run this inverter to run the house and be grid power for this charge controller or inverter charger, so that this charger can charge these batteries or the ones outside. Anything on the 48 volt side of the bus bar, it can charge, and then anything on the 12 volt side, this one can charge. So yeah, that's how I like to do it. I don't like generators. Plus, they cost money too, you know. Even if you run a generator for, 3 or 4 hours a day, which really isn't long enough to do anything, most generators use, real generators use a gallon an hour or so. And even if you only use 3 or 4 gallons a day at $5 a gallon, that's $20 a day. That's $600 a month, and with a little system like that, you've got a backup battery bank sitting there collecting sun, never gets used unless you want to use it, but it's always full and always has, well, that particular one has about 11 kilowatt hours in it. So, you know, it's enough to run a light duty house for a few days, you know, just important stuff, fridge, you know, a little TV, a little stereo, lights, you know, nothing major. Or you could damn near run your house like normal, and that'd be, you know, 1,000 watts, a 1,000 watt draw for 11 hours or whatever, or a 500 watt draw for 22 hours and thereabouts. But yeah, this one's just got a handful of solar panels outside. And that charge controller goes to the bus bar there, and then from the bus bar it goes back to the battery and to that one inverter. But I just thought I'd share that because it's, in my opinion, a lot better than a generator. You know, this inverter, I think I paid $100 for it. That charge controller was $94. And these batteries, when you divide it up, you know, on what I spent for the pack, the whole pack, that battery was $25. And, you know, there's 10 or 11 kilowatt hours there. It's almost a Tesla wall of power for, you know, $25 or whatever, instead of 10 to 13 grand.